today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And they'll go right back to Roundtree. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down. Ford. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On first down, they'll run with Roundtree. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Roundtree up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Ford. And incomplete on the deep ball. Washington going to send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 84 yards and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because, you know, those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him at the end zone in this one.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he is going to have a Niners first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Here's Lance to throw it. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Lance. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. First play's a run with Roundtree. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Ford. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ford. And his throw here's incomplete. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The Niners at 9-2 to start play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. On the counter, here's Coleman. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Lance now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The kick by Bass is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Ford. And this one is incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Ford. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. McCaffrey running up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Lance. Open man is Samuel. It's on target to Samuel for a Niner first. Now Lance. Oh, he stays up. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Lance going to throw. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. Touchdown 49ers. Daniel Bellinger, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ford. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ford. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Washington offense set to take over again. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
To throw on 2nd down. Ford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Leonard. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, Ford. And that is incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it. Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset. From the 44, Lance. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. McCaffrey on the counter. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Lance. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It's Kingsley Enagbari finding a way in to bring him down. Lance now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Throwing on first down, Ford. Being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. A final shot before break. Ford getting this ball out wide for Davis. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Lance now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Looking to throw on second down. Ford. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Off-play action. Ford. He finds his man complete. That's Leonard. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third down, here's McCaffrey. Shifts by him. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Johnny Hekker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Robinson. Now, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Gets past one man, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 113 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Here we go. Here we go. Black 40. 65. Ready.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Ford trying to lay one up deep. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Off play action. Ford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Damone Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Under pressure, they got him again. Chandler Jones, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That one's probably going to backfire.
From the gun, it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On 1st and 10, Ford firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Second down at 5. Back to throw. Ford. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Operating from the gun. Ford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Back to throw again. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On 2nd and 9, Lance. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
33, yellow. Go.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Coleman will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing after the interception, Ford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. To throw on 2nd down. Ford. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ford. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. The Niners set to take over on offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
Share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff, Coleman between the tackles. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
174 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On second down, McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Niners, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.